The BYU Cougars men's basketball team seemed to have finally ended their losing streak after a huge win over number 6 Iowa State. BYU started the season with a 16-1 record and even claimed the number 9 spot in the AP Top 25 for 2 weeks in a row. But after a tough loss to Texas Tech in mid-January, the Cougars seemed to fall apart. Granted, they were losing games to really good teams, like number 1 Arizona and number 14 Kansas, but a loss to unranked Oklahoma State had everyone worried about the Cougars. They went on to drop their 4th straight loss to Houston and dropped to number 22 in the AP Top 25 poll. But a couple of key wins against Baylor and Colorado helped the Cougars back on track. They did lose to Arizona again, but they kept the game competitive. This past weekend, however, the Cougars beat the number 6 Iowa Cyclones, a statement win that head coach Kevin Young was very proud of during the post-game press conference.
It was phenomenal. It was, I think it just says a lot about the guys in the locker room. No one's really batting an eye. They understand that, we faced a lot of adversity, and no one's blinked. Honestly, they've stayed together and they've kept working.
Saturday's win was perfectly timed and much needed. In a media conference Monday, Young attributed the success to execution.
I just think understanding the why behind that was why we were able to win that game. And the bottom line is we executed for 40 minutes and we played extremely hard. And so I think our guys understand how important that win was.
But it can't stop there. The Cougars only have 4 more regular season games before March Madness, where they were expected to be a top-tier team at the beginning of the season. Up next is UCF, which is currently tied with BYU in the Big 12 standings.
What I see on tape is a lot of really good one-on-one basketball players, and so we'll have to do a good job with our one-on-one defense and be prideful in that. But again, I think we understand what it is for them. This is a great opportunity for them to build up their resume. And so I'm sure it's going to be a very intense basketball game, and our guys are ready for that challenge.
BYU hosts the UCF Knights in the Marriott Center tonight at 9 in a conference matchup. Both teams are itching to win. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Austin Pace.